Here we go, and the Indiana Governor's Cup is underway. Going up the backstretch in first place in a dead heat, side by side.
They are side by side. This is going to be a drag race to the finish.
Hello everyone, it is Matthew. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are here with the H1 Unlimited Madison Regatta video. Today is the championship race day here in Madison, Indiana for the second H1 Unlimited race. I'm going to be covering all the action today. Along with that, this is the final video from our Madison Regatta trip. It is day and video number 5 out of 5. It's going to be an unbelievable day of racing and fun. Before we get started though, make sure to leave a like on the video, and also if you're new to the channel, make sure you all hit the subscribe button. Now, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Like I mentioned, this is the second race of this H1 Unlimited season here in Madison, Indiana. We are set up for an amazing day of racing. We have 3 preliminary heats today, along with obviously the championship heat for the Indiana Governor's Cup. It's going to be a really good day. We have 5 teams competing here for the Indiana Governor's Cup here at the second race of the season in Madison, Indiana. I'm going to go over those 5 teams right now, starting off with the U1 Beacon Electric, driven by J. Michael Kelly. This is the defending national champion and also the defending champion here in Madison from last year. He finished 3rd last week in Guntersville, qualified 4th out of 5 boats. J. Michael Kelly, he's the winningest driver out of all the drivers here this weekend, and this is obviously the defending national champion, one of the favorites. Moving on to his strong racing teammate, that is the U9 Beacon Plumbing, driven by Karlie Peabody. Karlie Peabody had the most dominant season out of anybody last year, but he has had a lot of trouble here in Madison in previous years. Obviously last year, what cost him the season-long national championship is he spun out at the beginning of the event last year, damaged the boat, and was out the rest of the weekend. And then the year before that, he was battling for first place in the final heat when this happened. Obviously, though, that is all in the past. What matters is this season. He had a rough weekend last week in Guntersville, but now at a place that hasn't been kind to him in the past, he's going to look to have a bounce-back weekend here at the second race. Our third boat is not only the winner from the season opener last week in Guntersville, but also the hometown boat. That is the U91 Miss Madison Racing Goodman Real Estate, driven by Andrew Tate. This boat dominated the Southern Cup last week. Andrew Tate, one of the best boat racers there is in what is the good Madison boat that is one of the fastest hydroplanes ever built, and they showed their dominance in Guntersville. They are now here in front of what is the hometown in Madison, Indiana. This will obviously be the fan favorite all weekend, and they look to start the season with back-to-back wins, and obviously they had to show out in qualifying. They got first. We got to hurry this up because I hear an ice cream truck in the distance, but our fourth boat is the U40 Bucket List Racing, driven by Dustin Eccles. This is always one of the fastest boats, but hasn't been able to put it together for a race win. He's been close many times. Who knows though, maybe this is the weekend it happens. But Madison last year was not good for him, as the U40, as we know, you guys may remember, in the final heat here in Madison had a massive blowover. Thankfully, Dustin Eccles was okay, and now here in Madison, they qualified second. Like I mentioned, they're one of the fastest boats, but can they put it together for their first win? And our final boat is the U11 Mercury's Coffee, driven by Jamie Nielsen. This boat, you guys may remember in previous years, was bright green, but they have the new sponsor, Mercury's Coffee. This boat is always right around the middle of the pack, but last week in Guntersville, they surprised some people. They had an unbelievable weekend, concluding with a 2nd place finish in the Southern Cup final. I think they could surprise some people here. They're looking to pull off an upset, and I'm telling you this, watch out for them. That is the U11. They did qualify 5th out of 5 boats, but they could surprise some people. Now you all know the 5 boats competing here for the Indiana Governor's Cup Cup. We're set up for an unbelievable day of racing. But before we start anything of today, we got to go over some racing action that took place yesterday. Obviously, we had qualifying along with 2 preliminary heats. Now, the preliminary heats are important because they determine who makes the front row of the final heat later today. Now, the first 2 preliminary heats, like I said, took place yesterday. Heat number 1 starting off with was a 1-2 finish for Strong Racing. Corey Peabody was the winner, so a good start for his redemption weekend. J. Michael Kelly placed second, and the most impressive feat was they held off last week's winner and the hometown boat, Miss Madison, and Andrew Tate to a 3rd place, with the 40 getting 4th place. Heat number 2 was also a real good one. The U91 Miss Madison was not in this heat, and Strong Racing took advantage originally on the water. They finished 1 and 2 again this time, just flip-flopping places with J. Michael Kelly getting 1st place. Only problem, after the heat was over, J. Michael Kelly got disqualified for a violation. So not only does he drop to last place, he doesn't get any points. He gets 0 points. That moved Corey Peabody into another 1st place finish. The U11 got 2nd and the U40 got 3rd. That was the 2 preliminary heats from yesterday. Now though, it's time to start today. We got that out of the way now. Basically, I was debating if I wanted to make this video into like a vlog or make it into like a complete, like almost like TV show coverage of the H1 Unlimited event. And I honestly couldn't decide, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a mix of both. So not only are we going to be covering the whole entire H1 Unlimited race in this video, we're also going to be doing a little bit of vlogging because, yeah, this is the last day here at the Madison Regatta. It's pretty early in the morning right now. We've been camping alongside the Ohio River for now 5 days. Now, before any actual racing action gets underway, they are going to have testing so all the boats can get their race setups and see how everything looks today. While we are waiting for testing to get underway though, here at the campsite, we made some pancakes. So we're gonna enjoy some breakfast and watch some testing. I think the first boat's about to go out in literally seconds. Our first boat for testing is out, is the U91. Now, all the boats probably won't come out for testing, especially since it's Sunday testing. They were all testing yesterday and the day before. So I'm heading down this way towards the main part to get in position as heat number 3 is getting close. Also, you probably hear the other boats going right now. There's 2 other smaller classes of hydroplanes here as well. Those are the Grand Prix and the Pro Lights. They obviously are slower than the H1 Unlimiteds, but still pretty fun to watch. We've made it to the main part of the street. There is the pit areas. Now off the water, the Madison Regatta's got a ton of food booths and other activities set up along Vaughn Street here for all the fans. Heat number 3 is about to get underway. This is the first race for H1 Unlimited today. This will be a 3-lap preliminary heat. 4 boats in this one. Those boats are the U1, the U91, the U11, and the U40. They will be here in heat 3, and we're just minutes away from getting underway. Here we go. Kelly's in lane 1, Tate is in lane 2, Nielsen in lane 3, Eccles in lane 4. Expect a battle from the 2 inside boats as they go towards the start line. And there we go, heat number 3 is underway for H1 Unlimited. Kelly in front, but there is Andrew Tate. And Kelly and Andrew Tate going up the backstretch. They are right next to each other. What a battle here in lap number 1. Kelly is the inside lane. Tate has the small advantage right now. It's gonna be tight through the turn. We're gonna get through it. Andrew Tate in front. They go down to complete lap number 1. Kelly trying to get space in second, and Eccles also in third trying to get space. And Andrew Tate extending his lead. Andrew Tate now has a pretty decent lead over J. Michael Kelly. He goes under the bridge. Kelly's still trying to give chase. Turn number 2, Andrew Tate makes it out good. Kelly still on the inside lane, but back almost a rooster tail. 2 laps down, 1 more to go here in heat number 3, the hometown boat with the lead. Andrew Tate up the backstretch. Kelly looks like he's gone to a little bit of an outside lane. Kelly running in second right now. Tate's gonna come through the corner. Just gotta keep it on the water. And the hometown boat is gonna take the win in heat number 3. The U1 will get second place. The U40 will come in third. And the 11 will go under the bridge, complete the race, and get 4th place. That is a wraps for heat number 3 for H1 Unlimited. Andrew Tate, the hometown U91, got 1st place. The U1, J. Michael Kelly, got 2nd. Those were much needed 2nd place points. As you guys may remember, he got disqualified in one of the heats, so he needs points to get on the front row of the final. The U40 got 3rd place. The U11 got last place. In the meantime, while we wait for the next H1 Unlimited heat, I'm heading back down to the campsite. It's crazy, the tent is going down. This has been my home for over 5 days. After a little rest at the campsite while the Grand Prix were running a set of heats, we're now getting back into place for heat number 4 for H1 Unlimited. This one will also be a 4-boat heat. In this heat, we will have the U9, the U91, the U11, and the U40. So the U1 will be the one sitting out in this one. Corey Peabody versus Andrew Tate. They've won all the preliminary heats so far this weekend, so this one should be a good one in between them two. Here comes the boat. It's time. Here we go, heat number 4. Tate is all the way on the outside. Peabody in lane 2 as we come to the start. And here we go, heat number 4 underway. Peabody has a small lead going into the first turn. And Corey Peabody with a commanding lead. And Andrew Tate was all the way on the outside, but you can see him on the outside trying to catch him. 40 fell way back, now they're on the backstretch. Peabody already with a rooster tail lead. Out of the corner. Oh, and there's Andrew swinging out wide, trying to catch Peabody, but he has the lead right now. There's also a good battle going on for 3rd in between the 40 and the 11. But our leaders come down to complete lap number 1. Peabody with the lead. These guys are flying it. They go into turn 1. Had a good start. He had the coveted lane 2 here in Madison, and he's got a rooster tail lead. Andrew Tate trying to give chase on the backstretch though. And Tate seems to gain a little ground on the straightaways, but then Peabody uses that inside lane in the turn as they go into turn number 2. Peabody had a good turn, gained some ground as well, and they will come under the bridge. Peabody is flying it. He'll cross start finish line. 2 laps finished, 1 more to go. Corey Peabody in command. Andrew Tate running in second. Peabody, even though he's the inside boat, running in lane 3 almost, pushing Andrew Tate out. The 40 has gained control of 3rd place. But the main story is Corey Peabody leading Andrew Tate. He has had a perfect weekend so far other than qualifying and trying to continue that. He'll go under the bridge. Into the final turn of this heat. Peabody's just got to keep it on the water and finish, and he will pick up the 1st place. Tate went to the inside, but I think it's going to be too little too late. He'll come down the front stretch. And Corey Peabody, the U9, what a performance again from him. He will cross start finish line, checkered flag waving, and take home 1st place. Andrew Tate will come home 2nd in the 91. The U40 will get 3rd place, and the U11 going under the bridge will get 4th. That wraps up a very solid heat number 4 for H1 Unlimited. Corey Peabody in the U9 takes the win in this one. He had the lane 2, he had the best start and took advantage of that. Him and Andrew Tate, I think, are going to battle all day. It's going to be interesting to see come finals time, because I think Andrew's got the faster boat, but Peabody's had the good starts. We have a little bit of a lunch break, so all the rescue teams can come in and take a little break. I'm heading back down to the campsite for a little bit, and then later I think the plan is to go get something to eat myself before any racing action starts back up. In the meantime, while H1 Unlimited has a break on the water, let's check out some of the other stuff going on here at the Madison Regatta. Like I mentioned, on the water there's 2 other classes of hydroplanes other than the H1s. Those are the Grand Prix and the Pro Lights. Off the water there is over 25 amazing food booths with a ton of different options for people to eat at. There's a hydroplane simulator for people to do. There is a display boat to take pictures in front of the concert going on at night. There is a basketball court along Vaughn Street, along with a giant pool to go have fun and cool off in. That is just some of the many things going on at the Madison Regatta. After a nice little break from the heat at the campsite, I'm going down here while the lunch break is going on to get something to eat and maybe see if there's anything else fun to do down there. They've almost got the set of the Rooster Tail Music Festival completely down. Obviously, they had the concert last night and the night before. It is crowded. Look at the line for the ice cream cone. It took me a whole entire 5 minutes just to walk the riverfront. This little block is how busy the street is. Based off this entourage of security cars and police, I can guess who that is. The only thing that doesn't have a huge line is the pizza. So I guess that's what I'm gonna get, because I kind of gotta hurry. Pro Lights have a heat coming up in just a few seconds, and then the H1s after that, so I really gotta hurry. Here's the pizza. No line. Everything else has got a line of 17,000 people.
What?
We got my slice of pizza. I guess this is gonna be my lunch and probably dinner. One slice was $7. It does look really good though. It's about time to get back underway. Up next will be Heat 5 for H1 Unlimited. We're back, and it is time for H1 Unlimited Heat number 5. This is the final preliminary heat, and this one is gonna be a good one, because for the first time today, we have the 3 favorites of boats in this heat. The U1, the U9, and the U91, all in this heat. And along with that, they're joined by the U11. I'm telling you this, when you get those 3 boats mixed together in the same heat, you know it's going to be a good one, and this one isn't even the final. Also, with this being the final preliminary heat, we're going to determine who will be on the front row of the final, and this heat is important for the U11 because they have to get above third place or better to get on the front row of the final, so they're going to have to somehow upset one of the 3 favorites. Boats have hit the water. It's time. Corey took the inside lane. It's gonna put J. Michael Kelly in lane 2. Andrew Tate stays in his lane 3. The 11's on the outside. This is the triple showdown we've been waiting for, and here we go. Heat number 5 underway. They're gonna go into turn 1 for the first time. Who will lead Peabody's back a little bit. Kelly's got the lead in lane 2. Where is Andrew Tate though? And Andrew right there as well, side by side with Kelly. Peabody back about 2 boat lengths as well. Tate pulling ahead by about a boat length, but here comes Peabody as well on the inside. They're gonna go under the Madison Bridge, 3 wide, still going into turn number 2. And Peabody with a good turn, and he's gonna pull right alongside of Andrew Tate and actually take a little bit of a lead. We will come down to complete lap 1 of 3. Tate with a small lead on the outside. Peabody trying to keep up in second on the inside. Kelly's falling back a little bit in 3rd place, and the 11 is last. Turn 1, Peabody trying to pull alongside, use the inside lane, but he hooks. Peabody is hooked and he's gone inside the course. And Andrew Tate now has wide open range. It'll be interesting to see that maybe a disqualification on Peabody as he went inside the course. He still has enough points to make the final front row though, so it really doesn't matter. But what does matter is Andrew Tate way out in front as he goes into turn number 2. This actually is huge though, because that will put Nielsen into 3rd place. That could have huge ramifications on who is the 4th boat in the final heat. But in this heat, Andrew Tate with a comfortable lead. 2 laps complete, 1 more to go in this one. Kelly will come down in a comfortable 2nd place. Tate maneuvers his way around turn number 1 for the final time. Now does Kelly. Nielsen way on the outside in 3rd. Corey hasn't been disqualified yet, so could he try to catch Nielsen? The hometown boat though, the U91 up the back stretch. 1 final time here in heat number 5. Just got to keep it on the water as he has a huge lead right now over 2nd place. Andrew Tate's gonna come down to complete this heat in 1st place. It was a good battle until Peabody hooked, but Andrew Tate, the home crowd cheers, gets the win in heat number 5. J. Michael Kelly is gonna come home in 2nd place. The 11 is going to get that 3rd place. That is a wrap-up of the final preliminary heat, heat number 5. It saw Andrew Tate in the U91 get 1st place. The U1, J. Michael Kelly, came home at a solid 2nd place. 3rd place went to the U11, and that is huge because that puts him at a dead tie in points with the U40 for what would determine the final spot on the front row of the championship heat later. And then Corey Peabody, he got last place. We're not sure if he'll get disqualified since he went into the course. It really doesn't matter though, because he had enough points either way to get on the front row of the final. We're back at the campsite. The schedule is the Pro Lights and the Grand Prix have their final heats coming up, and then after that will be the Indiana Governor's Cup Championship heat. We'll be back though in just a little bit when it's about time. We are back and it is almost that time. We are getting in position. The Grand Prix are getting ready to start their final heat, and then followed by that is the moment you all have been waiting for. We've been waiting all weekend for the Indiana Governor's Cup Championship final heat. It's gonna be unbelievable. Obviously, the 3 favorites, they will be on the front row of the final. That is the U91 Miss Madison Racing, the hometown fan favorite boat, the U9 Corey Peabody, and the U1 Beacon Electric. Joining them, the final boat on the front row will be the U11 Mercury's Coffee. Jamie Nielsen driving that. They tied with the 40 in points in this weekend, so the tiebreaker went off points from last week, which Nielsen had, so he will be the final boat joining him on the front row, and then the 40 still will be in the final, but they will be a trailer. Unlike the prelims, this final heat, it's 5 laps. Even though one of them is a trailer, all 5 boats are in this. Everyone, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to crown the champion for the H1 Unlimited Indiana Governor's Cup. I hear the engines spooling up. The boats are heading from the dock. Let's meet our competitors. The first boat, the U91, Andrew Tate. The U9, Corey Peabody. The U1, J. Michael Kelly. The U11, Jamie Nielsen. And finally, the U40, Dustin Eccles. They are the trailer, and that's our 5 boats. How we wanted it, how we expected it to go. Kelly in lane 1, Peabody in lane 2, Tate in lane 3, and Nielsen on the outside. And here we go. They head towards start finish line. And the Indiana Governor's Cup is underway. They head into turn number 1 for the first time. Kelly on the inside has the advantage. Where is Peabody? Where is Tate? And who is that right there? Someone has went through the rooster tail. That was Peabody, and he is out of it. But Kelly and Tate going up the backstretch in first place in a dead heat, side by side. They will go under the bridge for the first time. Kelly with a slight advantage going into the turn. Out of turn 1, they are side by side. Andrew Tate has the outside and a little bit of boat speed though, and he will take a small lead. Kelly though on the inside. Challenge. Nielsen in 3rd place. Peabody is in 4th as he went through a rooster tail coming out of turn number 1. The leaders though going into turn 1. And Tate now has extended his lead out, almost leading by 6 boat lengths. The fan favorite out front going up the backstretch. Remember, we go 5 times around this course, and Andrew Tate holding on to the lead. Kelly, though, is trying to challenge in 2nd place. This turn's gonna be huge right here. Andrew Tate with the lead, but Kelly's got the inside. Can he make up ground here? He will make up some ground, but Tate was able to keep the boat speed up, and he'll go under the bridge, coming down to complete lap number 2 with the lead. Kelly about a rooster tail back, still trying to give chase. Nielsen still holding on in 3rd place. Peabody, we thought he'd be up front, but had the rough turn 1 to start, and he's way back. Now out of turn number 2. Tate still in front. Kelly is trying to catch him, but the lead still staying around a rooster tail. Smooth boat ride under the bridge. Halfway through this final heat, Andrew Tate looking to win in front of the hometown fans. J. Michael Kelly will swing outside, and Andrew Tate now having a decently comfortable lead, coming down to complete lap number 3. The 91 in front. Like I said, J. Michael went to the outside lane, maybe trying to get smoother water, as he's still trying to catch the 91. Nielsen in 3rd place, but Peabody giving chase for that last spot on the podium. The leaders into turn number 1. Andrew Tate, the U91. What a start to the season this would be. Back-to-back wins. And that 2nd one coming here in front of the hometown crowd. The U91 still in front by a little over a rooster tail. Kelly is still back in 2nd, trying to give chase. Andrews into turn 2, maneuvering his way around. He flies it, gets some air under the boat. He'll go towards start finish line. The white flag in the air. One more lap to win this. Kelly's still not giving up, but he's gonna need a mistake by Tate in order to catch him. Peabody has taken over the battle for third place. And the trailer boat, Dustin Eccles, must have went back into the pits. Andrew Tate still in front by a rooster tail and a half. Half a lap to go as he maneuvers his way up the backstretch. The hometown crowd cheering him on. Just got to keep it on the water. Andrew will go through the final turn. He will come down to complete this race. What a weekend for the Miss Madison team. Andrew Tate in the U91 checkered flag waving will win the Indiana Governor's Cup here in the hometown for the boat of Madison, Indiana. What an accomplishment, back-to-back wins to start the season. The U1 tried to battle, but J. Michael Kelly will come home second. Corey Peabody, you thought he'd have a run for the win, but went through a rooster tail in the very first turn and comes in third, with Nielsen coming in fourth place. Wow. Andrew Tate, he gets his 11th career victory, but this is the first one driving the Miss Madison in front of the Madison, Indiana crowd. And he opens the cockpit and waves to the Madison fans. What a weekend. Assuming there's no crazy after the race penalties, the U91 driven by Andrew Tate gets the win. That is back-to-back victories to open up this 2024 H1 season. And this was his 11th career win, and more importantly, his first career win driving the Miss Madison boat in front of the hometown crowd. You thought Corey Peabody would be the biggest challenge to Andrew Tate, but in between Kelly and Tate, Peabody went through a rooster tail or something in that very first turn of the heat, and that forced him to slow down, and he was way back. And after that, Andrew Tate battled with J. Michael Kelly for a little bit, but Andrew Tate had the boat speed, gets the Indiana Governor's Cup. J. Michael Kelly gets second. Corey Peabody was able to get third place despite the little accident that happened in turn one, and Nielsen in fourth. Even though I probably won't be going, if any of you all are in the area, because I've seen comments of you guys saying you'd love to go see a race. There's 3 more races this season. One of them is the last weekend in July in Tri-Cities, Washington. Then the week later, they have a race the first weekend in August in Seattle. And then the final race, the Gold Cup in San Diego. That is, I'm pretty sure, September like 13th to 15th or something like that. Like I mentioned, this will probably be the last race I'm able to go to since all the other ones are way on the West Coast. Unless, like I said, H1 Unlimited, you like the videos, want to fly me out or something, who knows? But yeah, still, what a weekend, what a race. We're gonna head down the main street for the regatta and then stop, watch the award ceremony, and then go to the campsite for the final time.
The Governor's Cup, your winner, Miss Madison Racing's Miss Goodman Real Estate driver, Andrew Tate at the 74th. Here's your winner of the Indiana Governor's Cup, presented by Morgan.
It was an amazing weekend of racing, but that is a wraps for all the H1 Unlimited action here. And it's also about to be a wraps for the Madison Regatta week. What a fun week it was outside of the racing. Obviously that was amazing, but everything throughout the town of Madison, Indiana over the week. This trip is always so much fun. Did so much stuff. Love the town of Madison, Indiana, and we'll be back next year, obviously. We're heading back to the campsite one more time. We've been here for over 5 days. I say campsite, but everything's almost completely tore down. With that, it is so long to the Ohio riverfront, the town of Madison, Indiana. It was an amazing week. We'll obviously be back next year. Sad sight. Saying goodbye. We've made it home. Daisy, Daisy the dog! Daisy, I'm home! Willow! I have made it home. I haven't seen you guys in basically like a week and a half because I was in Gunnersville, then I was in Madison. Daisy, it's good to be back. Willow, it's good to be back. Have you guys been taking care of the house while I was gone? Give me that toy. Give me the chicken. Give me the chicken. Everyone, now that I have made it back home, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all for watching. This was an unbelievable video. Not only was all the videos from this Madison, Indiana trip really cool, but this video especially, doing all the H1 Unlimited boat racing. It was so much fun watching all the racing the past few weeks, and this is one of the coolest videos I think that I have ever done. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I tried my best at making this into kind of a showcasing the whole entire racing event for all you H1 Unlimited fans watching, but also make this a really entertaining video for the rest of you channel fans. And I think this was an unbelievable video. Like I said, hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on the video, comment on the video saying what you think of it, and make sure you all hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I have so many cool videos coming out soon. We're getting back to the normal upload schedule, 3 to 4 videos every single week, and some of the best videos in channel history are coming out soon. You're not going to want to miss them. But that's going to be all for this one, the H1 Unlimited Madison Regatta race video. It was unbelievable. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. But till next video, see ya!
Say that it feels right.